Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And we're back with another episode of How Important Is It? And in my previous video, I told you guys to just drop a comment in the comment section below and you could be responsible for the next How Important Is It video. And same thing goes for this video as well. So if you guys want to see a different topic, go ahead and post your comments below and I could be making your video next time. So there was a ton of great comments though on my previous video, which was how important is it to max your glory buildings. And guys, there was some fun ones. There was some really fun ones, especially this one right here, guys. This one right here. And if I were to actually make a video on this, I think I'd probably have way too much fun on it and like be really over the top with it, even though it's not the style of my YouTube channel being more Summoners War specific or gaming content specific. But I feel like I still might do it anyway. If you guys really want to see it, comment below and I don't know, maybe I'll expand on it a little bit more. Do a skit, which I haven't done in a while. But keep the comments coming, guys, because it's really awesome to see what you guys think would be a good topic for this, and I would love to do more of these, so keep them coming. But today's topic is by David Bond, and he says or asks, how important is it to power up your runes to max plus 15? And I thought that this comment was an extremely relevant question because as you guys probably already know, I've been live streaming a lot on Twitch, twitch.tv/Claytano. I stream every morning at 8 a.m. and I'm actually adding in night streams at 8 p.m. as well, all Eastern times. You guys can see my schedule on my Twitch channel. But while I've been streaming, I've been getting a lot of more like direct interaction with you guys as viewers, and what's happening is that anytime I go onto somebody's account or anytime I visit their account to help them out in game, whether it's Giants V10, Dragons V10, or some type of different dungeon or aspect of the game, the first question that they ask is like, why isn't this working? I'm using all the same monsters, the same rune sets and everything else that I see on YouTube, I see everywhere else. Why isn't this working? And I pull up their runes and it looks like a freaking Christmas tree, guys. I'm telling you, it's like green, blue, purple, yellow. It's a Christmas tree. 100% Christmas tree. And I tell them that's probably the reason why. So if you've seen a team before and it's working pretty consistently using the same monsters and same rune sets that you have, most likely that team that's working either has max runes or their glory buildings are probably helping them out a little bit. So that's where kind of not yesterday's, but previous video of how important is it kind of comes into play, where, okay, so they don't maybe have the runes totally maxed, but they are gaining those stats back from their glory buildings, where if you don't have your glory buildings maxed, that's where you guys need to spend more time in maxing out your runes. Now, if you don't have the mana to go all the way around, I can give you guys some pointers on which ones to focus on, okay? Obviously, the ones that you want to focus on, maybe it isn't obvious, but the ones that you do want to make sure you're maxing, no matter what you're doing, whether it's a dungeon, PvP, PvE, no matter what it is, make sure you guys are maxing your 2, 4, and 6 slot runes, okay? 100% of the time, with, I would say, maybe one exception, okay? And the one exception, I'll go over it now anyway, is the fact that you could be using a speed rune on your slot 2, and if you max it out, then you could potentially go out of speed sync with another monster that you're using it with. But if that is the case, then I would say change one of these runes, change a different 1, 3, or 5 slot rune, so that way it doesn't have as much speed and you can still get the entire efficiency out of that second rune, okay? But other than that one specific situation, max out all your 2, 4, and 6 slot runes first. Okay, if it's a matter of not having enough mana, those need to be done 100% first every single time. And to be honest with you guys, I would rather see your 2, 4, and 6 slot runes max plus 15 than see all your 1, 3, 5 slot runes, 2, 4, 6 all plus 12 all the way around. So 2, 4, 6 could be plus 15 and these could be plus 9. That's better than seeing plus 12 all the way around the board. Makes sense? But you really want to make sure that you're getting your 1, 3, and 5 slot runes maxed as well. I know it may not seem like the best use of your mana. If you're really struggling on mana, then I would say to at least get them to plus 12. Get as much free stats as you can out of them as you can, especially if you're struggling with certain dungeon teams that just aren't working. Now, if you're using a specific monster in arena defense, arena offense, guild wars, any type of PvP situation where you're going to be fighting against another player, make sure that that's when it's the most important to have plus 15 max runes, more so than anything. Okay, if you're using that monster in PvP, it's extremely important to max plus 15 your runes. The reason why is because that other person, they might have the runes plus 15. And if that's the deciding factor, which gives you a little bit more HP or a little bit more attack or defense or what it might be with these runes here, when you grab that extra HP from that plus 15 or you grab that extra attack from plus 15, defense, etc., that could be the deciding factor of winning or losing. I don't know how many times, you guys probably seen it yourselves, where you've seen a match or you've been in a match where your monster survives by like 2 HP. Imagine if that person didn't have their slot 1 rune maxed, and that was the difference between killing your monster or leaving it at 1 HP and having that monster get like, I don't know, fallen blossomed by a Chassoon and completely healed back up to full health. Okay? That's how important it can come down to in PvP. Now, if you're just using monsters casually in dungeons, say it's a monster that you use specifically solely for dungeons. For example, my Vertihau. My dungeon runs are really extremely safe, even with his runes not maxed. And I'll just pull it up for you guys so you can see. I think it actually has a purple rune on him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he's got a purple slot 3 rune. And obviously I have the mana to max it out. I just have been focusing on other things first because I don't really care if he doesn't have a max rune. I only use him in Dragons B10, and if my Dragons B10 run is super safe and it does the job that it needs to do, okay, it's less important to have it maxed out. Same thing goes for you guys as well. If you have monsters that are running dungeons perfectly fine, no fails ever, and they're doing just fine, I don't care if you have your runes plus 15. I don't care if you have your runes plus 2. You could have no runes on them, Kappa. But as long as it's running the safe rune, then safe run, then you're perfectly fine. Okay, that's kind of where like the importance comes from. If it's not important, if you're running the run just fine with not max runes, who cares? Spend that mana on a PvP monster where you can just kind of min-max. I know I talk about min-maxing a lot in this series, but like it's min-maxing your slot 1 rune, min-maxing your monsters to make sure that you're squeezing the every piece of Claytano juice out of them that you possibly can to get them to do as much damage or be as tanky as they possibly can or as fast as they possibly can in the PvP area. Now, if you're running dungeons and you're not completing them on a consistent basis, then at that point I would look at your runes. Say you're completing it at a 80% win rate. Before you go changing your monsters around, where you're taking all those runes off, putting on something, like completely just like aborting the mission entirely, then at that point, okay, first take a step back, calm down, settle down, don't panic, and look at your runes. Are they all maxed? If not, then try maxing your runes, see if that helps before changing anything, because a lot of times that could be the one single thing that'll make your rune runs from 80% to 100% every single time. Okay, pretty basic. Focus your 2, 4, 6 slot runes, 1, 3, 5 at least get to plus 12. PvP monsters get it to plus 15. PvE monsters, who cares as long as it works. Anyway guys, that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys are commenting and subscribed on all the videos, because what happens is I give a tablet away every single month and I pick one comment from every single video, including sponsored videos and non-Summoners War content, so make sure you guys are commenting on those at least. And the winner at the end will get a Samsung tablet, and this is last month's winner right here, but I'll show you guys here in a second. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, peace. Congratulations to last month's tablet winner, Sean Harris. If you want to win a tablet for yourself, all you have to do is comment on this video and subscribe to the channel, and a new winner will be drawn every month. The more videos you comment on, the higher chance you'll have to win. Also, I've been putting together the world's first mobile gaming convention called Moga Expo, and it's being held at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California on August 11 and 12. The event will feature tournaments for the hottest mobile games out there, and it's absolutely free to attend as long as you pre-register for your ticket. Although the event is filling up super fast and space is limited, so be sure to do it as soon as possible because you'll also be entered in for a chance to win one of 30 iPad minis Moga will be giving away just for registering.